Downtown San Jose, Costa Rica. Most people fly into San Jose Airport and then just immediately leave and go to their first destination. And to be honest, this is what I was planning to do. But I was genuinely wondering, is it worth it to check out downtown San Jose? And so since I was staying overnight in San Jose one night, I was like, I'm gonna go check out the downtown and see what's cool, and also ask this question of, should I be staying in downtown or elsewhere? That's what's coming up in today's video. Let's dive in. One of the things you're probably going to do and just simply can't miss is walking along the main downtown area. We're talking about the 2nd Avenue shops, and this is a great place to just check out what all the local people are doing, where they're shopping, etc. This is a place where you'll find tons and tons of restaurants, tons and tons of shops, and it's just a great place to people watch and see and feel the local culture. But first, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Christine Lozada. I made an entire playlist of helpful Costa Rica travel videos so that you can have the best vacation possible. Don't miss the competitively priced Costa Rica travel packages. All that info is in the description. I've partnered with an amazing travel expert that can create either custom packages tailored to you, or check out the trips that I've been taking to Costa Rica because it's been pretty epic. Let's talk about this next place that you should definitely check out, which is the Central Market. The Central Market is actually a really cool spot and is worth checking out, not only just to see all the goods that are sold at each of the shops, but to eat some of the local food. So you'll find all kinds of stalls here selling generally cheaper items, mostly to the locals. There are some touristy items here, especially if you want to get like a baseball cap or a t-shirt or things like that. You'll find all kinds of things at the market. It's not small, and you can definitely spend a few hours here just kind of getting lost and perusing, and of course eating your way through some of these delicious looking stalls. One helpful tip about the market is that you might want to have your colones ready. In other words, given that it's a lot of local stalls, this is kind of a place where you're going to want to have cash to be able to purchase the goods that are here. So that's one helpful tip. The next thing that most people do is choosing between the National Museum or the Gold Museum, or both, depending on how much time you have. But these tend to be kind of the two more popular things that most people do in downtown San Jose, Costa Rica. If you're just kind of strolling through in the afternoon, one spot I would recommend going to, it's just really pretty inside. This is going to be the National Theater. And this is a really cool spot because not only can you walk in and just kind of enjoy what the lobby area looks like. I mean, obviously check the calendar if you're able to go see a show. That would be amazing. But they also have a little cafe area on the side. This would be a great spot to pop in and have a snack or have a coffee and sit down and just enjoy this beautiful space. One of the things you might be wondering about is the hotel that's next door to the National Theater, and that's the main Hilton Hotel. In other words, it's right in the heart of downtown, and while it looks really pretty from the outside, lots of people talk about how it's a little bit outdated. And I decided not to stay here, even though I love collecting Hilton points. I decided to stay elsewhere. And if you need more tips around Costa Rica, make sure you don't miss the entire playlist, which includes info about where I stayed, as well as a full interview. Book your Costa Rica travel with us. We really can help you to have the most epic trip. More info in the description below. One of the tips I use in general when traveling abroad is using a restaurant finder, either on TripAdvisor, or I love just honestly looking on Google Maps and looking at the most highly reviewed local places for delicious food. One thing you're not going to want to miss, and you're going to find them all over Costa Rica as well as downtown San Jose, are the sodas. And this is a place where it's just casual dining, and you're going to find really delicious food. I think this is a great place to either eat at the market or use Google Maps and find a really great place to eat locally. If you have a tip around downtown San Jose or a place that you love to eat, add it in the comments. We're all a community. I wanted to share with you what my afternoon was like. If this was helpful, cheers that like button. And if you're wondering, what is the verdict? Is it worth it? Let's talk about it. For me, visiting downtown San Jose, Costa Rica, it was cool to see it. It was nice to see the market. It was cool to get a vibe of some of the locals that are hanging out in downtown. But for me, San Jose is more of like a jumping off of or a returning to before flying in or out of Costa Rica. The real fun, in my opinion, is in the rainforest. It's on the river, it's on the lake, it's fill in the blank. There's so many amazing adventures to be had in Costa Rica. If you have the time, I think it's worth it to go check out downtown, especially if you're a history buff. Like if you want to check out some of those museums, or if you want to eat some of the local food, granted, you can kind of find that everywhere. But for me, this was more of a resting place before and after the airport. And so that's the way I view downtown. I don't regret at all checking it out. Would I do it again this way? Absolutely, if you have the time. Otherwise, enjoy the hotel property that you're staying at. I loved the one that I stayed at, and we talk about more in the full interview video. Check that out, next video in the playlist, and I'll see you over there. Ciao.